it was like a room, but if normal room here, we have like 4 walls. It was each walls have a different pattern, and the pattern moving. It's like a flower, or but it's in circulating. It's so beautiful. It's like a high class art, but it's more than that. How are you today? My name is Yola. I'm a communication specialist, and I want to share to all of you my near-death experience. Thank you, Betty, for your invitation. So my story began in 2017. I was going to a vacation. It was in an island called 1000 Islands in Indonesia. The name of the island is Kepulauan Seribu. So I went there after Ramadan because in Islam we celebrate one full month of fasting, and then we have a celebration of Eid. I visited there with my daughter. So I went to the island and it was beautiful. It was enjoyable. But at that time, my physical body also a little bit not fit. Maybe because I just finished fasting, still a little bit weak. And then I went to snorkeling activities at the second day. So, but then I got a sting. I got bite by a jellyfish because I can feel when I snorkeling, they are soft, but they bite me. So it was like electrical feeling. So at that time, but at that time it wasn't pain. It was still okay, just a little bit shock like that. And then after that, I went back because in that island, the transportation is only a bicycle. So I went to the cottage with my bicycle, but on the back way back to the cottage, I already feel suddenly a fever, like it's very high fever. So I'm shaking. I said, "Oh, what's going on?" Like because it's never something like this happen, like out of nowhere suddenly you have a high fever like this. And then came I arrived at the cottage, and I remember because it was the package include food, 2 times meals. So when during the dinner time, they're knocking me and give me food. So in the plate, it was like fish and rice, and the rest, I think vegetables with maybe with shrimp. So I'm eating that quickly, and I said to the maybe the servant who served me, I said like, I'm not feeling well. I said like that. And then he said, okay. But then I eat, and after I eat, it's getting worse and worse. It's not even better. So I feel that whole of my body are swollen. My tongue is become big, swollen like that. And it's start difficult for me to speak at that time and moment. I was like, I don't know what to say. So, and I just got a feeling that it's not going to work. I have to going back straight away to my city, Bandung. But it was difficult because it was in the nighttime. But I remember I texted the like the cottage owner or whomever there. I said I have to go back as soon as possible. I'm very sick because at that island there is no hospital. So and then I really don't know how I survived that night because I already feel like like I lose some of the conscious. Like the feeling is like when you are going to the roller coaster, when you go like this, you your heart is like loose, so the feeling is like that. So but then they came to me the next day morning until 8 o'clock or 7 o'clock, and then I going back, but the process to reach to the city is so far away. I have to be on boat like I think 2.5 hours. um I and then I and thank God that I have a private driver with the private tour. So otherwise I don't know, because I cannot ask people to take me with taxi or bus or whatever. So he picked me up and he was like, "What happened to you, miss? How I supposed to take you?" I remember he said like that, and I choose, okay, send me back to Bandung, my city, because the closest city is Jakarta, the capital of Indonesia. But I don't think it's a good decision to go there because I'm not familiar with the city. I don't know if there is a registration for the hospital, it's going to be difficult for me. And then after that, because it was a long traffic, so it reached me like 8 hours to reach my town. So I remember that I asked the driver going to the pharmacy that's still open 24 hour. So I went there with the driver, and then I just say to the doctor, I'm sick, but my voice is already, and I still remember that the doctor also panicked, checking on my body, because in my body there are so many rash, red dots in my body, in my face maybe. And he give me medicine at that time, I think 3 or 4 types, and I straight away drink. And then after that, I said to the driver, take me home. And then I arrived home. It was, I think, 4 o'clock in the morning. My father opened the door and said, I said to my father, "I'm so sick, don't disturb. I want to sleep." I said like that. And then at my bed, I feel like it's like earthquake. So I'm shaking, and I'm shaking, and I don't know, the feeling is maybe not pain, but it just like you are already like faint, like feeling you want to faint. Uh it's in circulation. And then after that, I remember that I feel so thirsty, but I couldn't move. I couldn't ask people. I couldn't hold my phone like asking for help. I was just there. And the next day, around 10 o'clock in the morning, my mom came to my room and she's screaming. She said, "What happened to you?" Because I don't know, I must be so messed at that time. So everybody's panicked. They asked the neighbor, because everybody's just panicked. They asked the neighbor to take me straight away to the hospital. And thank God the hospital with my home is quite near. It's around 20 minutes drive. So I remember that I go to the emergency room, and like the doctor asking me, or not asking me, asking my brother and my father what was happened, how was the situation, and nobody is able to reply or answer. They just said she just went back home from the vacation on an island. So, yes. And then I remember there are so many nurses around me. I think eight nurses and two doctors maybe, or because everybody is around me trying to help me to gain my conscious, because my consciousness is coming back. Like, yeah, I told you the feeling is just like you're on roller coaster, like so. And then I remember I'm coming back, and after that, at one time, mm, I sense that my body going up, like my body just going up. And like I see from up, I see the doctor, I see the nurses. They're, like they speak, but I don't hear, but I couldn't hear what they say. But I know they're speaking to each other because their mouth and their hands. And then after that, I goes up and up. And then suddenly I'm in another dimension, like I'm not in this earth anymore. And I go to the sky. So I met an angel. The angel greet me, Assalamu alaikum. And then I said Waalaikumussalam. And it was so beautiful, magnificent, fantastic, because I'm uh on the room. It was like room. But if normal room here, we have like four walls. It was each walls have a different pattern, and the pattern moving. So I still remember um it's like a flower, or but it's in circulating. It's so beautiful. It's like a high class art, but it's more than that. And the color also on these walls is the color that we never seen in this earth. Like for example, I can say that the color is purple, but it's not purple, it's not lavender. uh it just gradation of purple and blue, which is very, very beautiful. Like there's a purple with silver shine, like that. So I mesmerized, and then I went to other room, other wall, not it was at the same room. Other wall, I saw a pattern like Aztec, like Native American pattern, but much more beautiful. It just so unique. So the kind of beautiful is different kind. Like this one is unique, have their own characteristic, more like natural, something like that. And then I went like I moved my um face to another wall, and I saw there's a like tree, like branch of tree, like in the movie Lord of the Ring. And there are birdie on the trees, and it was very beautiful. And because it was so beautiful, I started crying there. I said, like, how is it possible? Like, this is not real, but it is, I am here. So uh in that time and moment, the feeling that I have and I feel is the feeling of peace and tranquility. There's no other thoughts. There's no thinking that uh what I'm going to do, or what the next will I do, it just feeling completely peace and tranquility. Like I'm completely happy, satisfied, and I just want to be here. So there's no desires that I want to meet someone, I want to go somewhere. Like this is more than what I can expect it. So I was mesmerized there. But then after I enjoy, I went up to another sky, the second layer of the sky, and same, the angel greet me, Assalamu alaikum. I said wa alaikumussalam. and here in the sky is it's like a cloud. So I was enjoying the moment where the cloud is looks like in cartoon when we are in childhood memories, the pink cloud, like baby blue cloud, and I enjoying that I can play, I can move, there's no scared that I might fall. So, and I saw a rainbow, and the rainbow is all looks like loving me and welcoming me, like um so the feeling is I don't meet anybody there. Oh yeah, also I have to mention when I said I saw an angel, but I don't see physically the angel. I mean, I saw with my heart. It's it's difficult to explain, but it's something like you know it is there, but you cannot see, but it's no doubt it is there because he's speaking to me like that. But if I can imagine, angel is like uh human. I mean, like they have hands, they have feet, like human, like two hands, 2 feet, but very big, like very tall, very big, and they're like moving like a paddy crops, like grass, moving like that. They're moving like this, so they're so elegant, like that. So they're moving uh like their appearance is like you feel protected, like that you wouldn't be scared, or you just feel like they're very, yeah, I could say the feeling is just protective, like that's amazing experience. And yeah, I went to the second cloud that I'm happy. Even I feel like the cloud, the rainbows, and they're welcoming, like I don't know how to describe this, but I do believe that they're alive, like they're not human being like us, but they are God created. So clouds, rainbows, sun, moon, they all God created, and they are alive in the terms of because I can feel that they loving me, like they want to make me cheerful. Um, so it was amazing. And then I went to next sky, but I within time I forget like which sky am I going to until fifth sky or until seventh sky. I don't remember in details within time. But I know that it is more than four layers of the sky, maybe five or maybe seven. So in the up, when I go in the sky, the last sky, and suddenly the situation is just like in this earth, like same. So I was in the train station, like MRT train station in Singapore, and exactly like that. And malaikat was uh behind me, so I know that malaikat is behind me because he is here speaking to me. And I said, oh, this is earth. And then I can sense the malaikat smile. um if I'm thinking now, I think I can feel it through the vibration. Yeah, that's how I can tell or explain. And then I saw people there. And then malaikat asking me, did you know that these people will go to heaven? I said, oh, Masya Allah. I said, oh, amazing. They all will go to heaven? Yes, they will. But did you know what they do uh, to make them will go to heaven? I said, no, I don't know. So malaikat tell me one by one, each of the person will go to heaven. So I saw one girl, we call it sis, like a party girl. Um Malaikat says she will go to heaven because of her good words. Because someone called her, you are not a good girl, you are a party girl, you doing this, you are so bad. But she never give a, harsh response. She just smile and like she's like type of easygoing and don't want to hurt people with her words. And then I remember that was one girl, and I remember there is a man uh of a Chinese ethnicity. So he I still clearly remember his face, his figure until now. Even in real life, I don't know him. Like he is tall and thin, a little thin, and he helped grandma across the street. So it is his good deeds that make him go to heaven. And then I remember there is a man. The man is in his, I think in his 40s. He never got changed to get married, even he really wanted to get married. The reason is because he has to taking care of his old mother. So he chose to sacrifice mm, his wants to taking care of the mother. So that um act of selflessness is so dear to God. So he went to heaven. And then the next is also a man. So this man is he is a very can hide his feelings. Inside he is type of like fragile or sensitive, but he never share his sadness or complain to anybody. He keep it for himself. And during the nighttime, he pray to God. He's crying, but what he show to other people, it just he is happy face and cheerful because he don't want to make difficulties to other people. So yeah, so that was the reason why they all go to heaven. And then after that they enter the train and they vanish from my physical eyes. I say to malaikat, to the angel, what about me? I also want to go with them. Then malaikat just smiled, and he don't mention that this is not your time yet, but I know that is the answer. So I think it's like a telepathy something. So I know the answer that this is not my time. So, but it was very quick. So before I respond, like, or for example, I insist like, no, 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 I want to go with them. Like, no time for that. But then my body is up and I go into the tunnel, like tunnel alone, and then I coming back to my physical body. I wake up and it was 23 hours later. So I was losing consciousness for 23 hours. But yeah, that is my story. But since that time, mm, I I create an understanding that uh, God is very merciful. So what we think, uh, which criteria, like this person going to heaven, this person going to hell, is not true, because God is very merciful. So don't think a small deeds is small, but every deeds that we do for other people, to be in service, loving people, that's what really matter for us as a human being, like that. Yes. And after that, I have another experience with the other beings in July until August 2021. It was a COVID variant Delta. Mm, so because we all stay at home and I spend my activities with online workout on YouTube. So, and then I hit to one particular music, and I like it so much. But then I realized that later on that it was a demonic music that uh, lowering my frequency. So I got a Jinn attack, or you can say it devil attack. Hmm. Oh yeah, by the way, in Islam, I have to mention there that Jinn is not always bad. There are also a good one, and there are also a bad one. So the one who attacking me is the bad one. Um, so I got a Jinn attack, and they like mm, come to my body, and they take over my body, like mm, like uh like for example, I want to do prayer, or they stopping me, like literally stopping me. For example, like a Muslim prayer, first we stand, and then we say Allahu Akbar, like this. I cannot move my hands. I cannot move my hands. uh they're just stopping me, and like they make what I see is not real. For example, I was sick. My mother give me food plates, chicken with rice, with vegetables. But what I saw with my physical eyes, it was stale food with worms on it. So, uh, but I realized, like, I still have the sense of what I see is not true. I love my mother. My mother loved me. I will never believe that she would give me such thing of food. Like it must be like this bad gene layering me with something in reality. Give me always something disgusting, ugly. Yeah, but I said Bismillahirrahmanirrahim by the name of God, and then I eat, and the taste is good. It's not a stale food, it's normal food. And then yeah, it was um because at that time hospital was full, so I cannot go to hospital was overload. And then I tried my best to doing it with Islamic way, like I read the holy book Al-Quran, I read the translation, but it is not work. The only work is when I make salawat to Prophet Muhammad Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam. I make that's a we call it nashid. It's like a praise of Prophet. And then at that time, mm, so I got help from a living saint. His name is Sayyidi Sheikh Nurjan Mirahmadi. Pada Sulahu Sirhu, you can check his YouTube channel. uh, Muhammadan way Sufi realities. So he was the one who's coming to help me after 1 month of this horrible experience of Jinn attack. The way he helped me, he's coming with the lights. His lights, uh, blue and purple and coming, and there's a sound, and then when bzz, so when he reached me, so all the demonic attack, they all died, they all disappear, and I just thankful to God, and I doing my salawat at that time. So so I mean, whatever difficulties that we have in this life, whatever problem, always remember that there are so many God creation that will help us, like mm, like for example angels or saints, and these saints are um a lot in this world. There are 124,000, but we have to humble ourselves, like we have to break down our ego, and we have to believe there are another power, superpower that can help us. But if we think with our brain only, with our mind, like, okay, let me try to fix it, let me do this, let me do that, um, it's not gonna change the condition, because we ourselves, if we are not purifying our heart, we still have ego in ourselves, we still have so many worldly desires, then if we are not humble ourselves, then how is it possible that the help will come? So yes, and also nowadays, like these experiences are um people are experiences everywhere in all around the world. It's not only specific for a white person or American. It happens all over the world. But the thing is, not many people would like to speak about it. Why? Because, for example, in Asian culture, it's considered we are uh we are a shy person, and we are afraid of the judgment, and that's what make us um like some consider taboo, because so many thing will, the judgment, like you are hallucinating, you're just going cuckoo, I don't trust you, you are a liar. But I mean, like, this is just a personal experience, right? So if I, for example, someone show on the podcast when they're during NDE meet Prophet Isa alaihi salam, or Jesus, or meet Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, or Prophet meet Holy Mary, or Maryam. So why should we judge their experience? It's just an experience, and they can meet anybody whomever God wants they to meet, or God wants the experience. So in my first case, I met an angel, and in the second of my experience, I met a living saint, like, yes. And then so when the saint helped me in 2021, I wasn't know who he is. I never joined his YouTube channel. I didn't know anything about him. And I I just, can you imagine that someone helped me, but I don't know who he is. And I just sitting, like, talk to wall, like I wish I knew who helped me so I can say thank you, and so many question, and why would he help me also, I didn't know at that time. But then God give me uh alhamdulillah, grateful to God that he gave me access to know him after 1.5 years. So I got to know my sheikh, or my um my living saint, in January 2023. So from 2021 until 2023. Then I saw his YouTube channel, and straight away, just in within second, this is the person who helped me. I know exactly, no doubt, because it on the video it was same sound and same colors, like when he came to help me. So I said, and then I said, now, like, he is my guide. So I start learning from him. Now I got understand more, like, quantum field, quantum entanglement, like we are all of us, um because here the nature of physical body is uh uh judging and differentiate people. I'm not talking about other religions. Even inside the religion itself, it always be conflict. Like everybody thinks I'm the one who right, they're doing it wrong. What they say is not according to the holy book, or what their belief system is wrong. So the nature of this earthly body is like that, physical body. But the thing is, we are not just physical body. All of us are soul. We are spirit. We are soul. So when we leave this earthly body, then we understand that the one, uh God works only: one, love; second, mercy; three, compassionate; four, act of service. So you have to service other God's creation, human being, animals, plants. For example, the good deeds always related to the service of humanity. For example, like giving food, um, for orphan, for poor people, and also make a water well. Like you provide water, because that's very high level of good deeds, like that. Yes, it's all that I can share. Thank you, Betty, for the time. Okay, you can contact me through my email, yollanina82@gmail.com. YOLLANINA82@gmail.com. Thank you.